Yo guys, Vision SGN here, bringing you more Marvel Rivals content. In today's video, I'll be breaking down the top 5 easiest and quickest ultimates to earn and how to use them. This list will be based on my own experience, a little bit of research that I've done, but also based on the energy cost or the minimum requirement to earn each of the following ultimates in this list. And on that note, let's get right into it. So in this game, ultimate abilities charge based on a combination of damage dealt, healing provided, and a passive charge rate of 12 points per second, aka energy, of which each hero requires a specific number or a certain threshold of energy or points to earn their ultimate. The exact charge times on these ultimates can vary depending on the player's performance, the team composition, but some ultimates are also known for charging a lot faster due to a lower cost requirement or efficient abilities that allow them to earn them quicker, such as Moon Knight's Ankh or Storm's damage output, but also the hero's role in generating points quickly, such as a strategist, due to their healing and damage output. And with that said, here's the list of the 5 easiest and fastest ultimates to earn in Marvel Rivals right now, based on the latest update from Season 1.5. So coming in at number 5 is Psylocke's Dance of the Butterfly ultimate ability. With her hybrid duelist playstyle being effective from both range, evasion, and diving, this allows her ultimate to charge a lot faster, especially when landing consistent hits or being precise. Her ultimate is devastating as it lasts 4 seconds, deals an insanely high damage to all in its radius, and often you are able to remove at least 1 to 2 players on a consistent basis when this is used. Now, this ultimate should be used with value in consideration in my opinion, meaning you shouldn't just use it because you have it or because there's multiple enemies, as you'll be less likely to eliminate players in these situations when they're grouped up due to the shared damage implication of this ultimate, and you end up then just injuring the players, which then leaves the strategist to be able to heal the whole team, and then further allows them to earn their ultimates faster due to their healing factors. So my advice, to be using this ability, you want to single out the strategist when possible or other key players and rely on her stealth and evasive abilities to do so, which creates more of an impact for your team. And if you're either able to eliminate these key players or maybe able to force out an early ultimate from these healers, use that instead, because that creates more value for your team. And overall, this is why this ultimate is ranked so highly in this game, because you're able to eliminate key players guaranteed if you use it right, but also you earn it so often because it's quite a cheap ultimate and a quick ultimate to earn. Now, coming in at number 4 is the controversial Rocket Raccoon and his Explosive Escape ultimate ability, which increases the team's damage output when it's active. Now, Rocket's gadgets allow him to accumulate charge points really quickly, as well as his healing, and while his ultimate isn't as impactful as some others, it has a lower point threshold to earn this ultimate, which means he can deploy it more frequently and often catches enemies off guard. And in my personal opinion, I think this ultimate is just widely misunderstood for the most part, and its value is just really disregarded for no reason. I've seen this ultimate allow players like Punisher, Hela, Hawkeye to be able to remove strategists. Whilst they're literally mid-healing ultimate, such as the Inviswoman or Luna, they are able to eliminate them because the damage that is provided, the damage buff itself, is higher than the healing per second of the actual strategist player's ultimates. And that is why I think it's really valuable and for the most part quite misunderused or misunderstood, because players just don't use it in the right scenarios and then think it's just a pointless ultimate. But really, it can be used to counter other healing ults, which makes it really valuable. Now, coming in at number 3 is Jeff the Landshark and his ultimate, It's Jeff. Now, seeing as Jeff is a really versatile hybrid hero who's able to earn his ultimate points through both damage and healing, he's able to both dive into fights, dealing area damage, but also heal his teammates from close to long range, using his primary and abilities. Now, this allows him to earn his ultimate really fast, and most players know that this ultimate is earned extremely fast for the most part, and on maps where it's more effective, it's always a concern to be aware of. Now, when using this ultimate, you want to use this to capture as many enemies as possible, and with the ability to be able to spit out your teammates when caught by accident, I wouldn't then worry about this too much, as you might want to pounce at the earliest opportunity because you don't want to miss out and not capitalize on that. Now, I would note that sometimes creating more value with this ultimate means sacrificing more kills and instead going after the heroes with most value. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the strategist as such, because removing tanks is also able to create value, because that allows the strategist then become very isolated if they have no tanks or bodyguards, as you will, in front of them. So it becomes really easy to remove either player. So I wouldn't necessarily overthink it as such and think you have to go for the strategist. It just means going for the key players. May even be the ones that are causing you the most amount of problems. Maybe the Winter Soldier is giving the team a really hard time, so maybe Jeff should be focusing on trying to single him out and get him out of the way, because then that way your team can thrive. So that's just a little bit of advice for using Jeff's ult and when you would want to use it. Now, coming in at number 2 for the easiest ultimate to earn in the game right now is Luna Snow's Fate of Both Worlds. As a strategist, Luna is able to generate her ultimate extremely quick, by healing her teammates and dealing a great amount of damage using her abilities. These abilities are more effective in funneled areas where she's able to channel her heals and damage simultaneously, and allows her to earn this ultimate with ease and insanely fast. Now, any Luna that tries this method where you funnel your heals and damage down the same channel, you will notice they gain this ultimate really quickly, and it is game changing, as her ultimate has a 12-second duration, which is really effective and powerful, as it literally changes the pace of a game quite frequently, allows her team to push out as a unit when you're literally unkillable, but also to break out any spawn trap. Its fast charge rate is boosted by her abilities, which allow her to switch between healing and damage, which then leads to her having her ultimate ready for major team fights. Now, as a Luna player yourself, you'll want to try and use this ultimate to rally your team, protecting them when other enemy ults are being used, but also to either break out of a trap, as I mentioned, push out as a unit, or secure the objective, as well as contesting it, of course. Now, when in control, you'll want to use this ultimate, to, like I mentioned, to push up on the map and create map positioning and allow your teammates to gain good advantages or good spots of power. Now, moving on, as for the number one quickest ultimate to earn in the game right now is Squirrel Girl's Squirrel Stampede. This ultimate charges extremely fast and is often regarded as one of the quickest ultimates to earn in the game, especially for a duelist. Her abilities and primary attack allow her to constantly apply range damage, and with the ultimate itself having a relatively low point requirement, means that she earns it really fast. This ultimate is a pain in the ass to avoid, and that is simply put. Especially if you're one of those ground-based heroes, it's fairly difficult to destroy. For some heroes such as like Magneto, with the hitbox being so small and with it being a moving target, it's really hard to remove, so you pretty much just have to try avoid it or absorb the damage. Now, when using this ultimate, you'll either want to use this near the objective to alleviate point pressure, but also you'll want to try consider using this in funneled areas where the ultimate can deal more damage to multiple enemies in a row, as it quickly backs them down and creates more map positioning. And there you have it, that's the top 5 easiest and quickest ultimates to earn in the game right now in Marvel Rivals based on the latest Season 1.5 update. And just to summarize, these rankings are a mix of my own experiences, the mechanics of the ultimate's charge rates via damage or heals, and the base rate of 12 points per second. Now, heroes like Squirrel Girl and Luna stand out for their low charge rate thresholds, whilst Jeff and Rocket and Psylocke, they all benefit from dealing constant damage or healing, which generates points in combat, and the exact times obviously depends on how effectively you play each hero. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps me out. And if you have any comments or adjustments to alterations that you'd make to this current list, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you. I'm Vision SGN, and I'll see you in the next one.